I want to preface this that it is preseason, and if we were to win, I was going to say this either way, but in my head, we were going to win this game, so I was going to be like, "Oh, this is preseason. Don't think too much into this." First thing learned. I think Doku may have won the left side already. Doku's won the left side. The second one is going to be that Foden and Cherokee connection that we've seen on social media and the training clips is starting to show on the pitch. Small cameo, obviously, from the two of them, but I think we should see more of that in the season, especially in games like this where we're having trouble breaking down a side that's putting a lot of players behind the ball, which we're going to see a lot in the Premier League. I think it's going to be special, the two of them. I think they bring out that flair in each other, that desire and that class. So hopefully that'll just keep improving. Third one, Holland needs to find his shooting boots. I don't think this is something we're learning. This is just accentuating it, but not many chances. But the one that he did have is just a scuff shot, half-assed kind of. And if he was in form, I'd like to think that he just buries that. There's no chance for the defender to clear it off the line. What can I say, though? There wasn't much opportunity for him in this game. I think Koulibaly did a really good job defensively, as well as getting a goal for them. So I'm hoping that'll change as we get more games into it, but I feel like I've been saying that for a bit of time now. It's still Holland, so the goals will come in, but I'd like to see him back at his best. Fourth one, I think Vitor Reis is going to be more important to this team than originally planned or originally thought. A lot of their chances today came from these crosses that either from a set piece or open play, beating the man in the box, just not getting the header, open guys in there, and it seems to me that Vitor Reis is the only guy out of our center backs right now that can really dominate in that way aerially and just in that space. So how that plays into the squad, who's going to have to get dropped for him, is going to be interesting to me. I don't know why we played such an old line again. I think a lot of our problems came from that, especially just the counters. When you have a Kanji, Ake, and Diaz on tired legs tracking back for you, it causes problems. They made some great tackles, but tackles that shouldn't have needed to be made in the first place. And my last one is that the Reinders' creativity is needed in these games. I think he should have stayed on the pitch a little longer than he did. I think we could have adjusted some other players. Savio could have came off. But yeah, we need his little think passes, even if it's not going to work out or if it just is going to be clunky and work out like the first goal did. The review on the handball, it was a good idea that he just flicked it in there to make something out of nothing. Because if he didn't, we probably would have passed the ball around the back 30, 40 more times before swinging it across that went to no one. So there were glimpses of what we're trying to go into and do in this new season, and there was also glimpses of last season where stagnant football was there again. I don't think that's the game plan. I think it's just something we resort to when we play a better team that knows how to park the bus like they did today. And I think we'll grow to learn how to deal with that. But right now, I think it's evident that we weren't ready for that, and that's why we're out of the Club World Cup.
Yeah. Sorry for fucking up like 4 times there. It only makes my life a little
really funny.
The clip.
It's pretty
funny. It's only episode 48, right? I mean, couldn't have gotten any more practice with that, huh? Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, look, it is. We've spent a lot of time on a lot of different podcasts talking about how this isn't preseason for a lot of teams. So,
yeah, I think that's really disingenuous to say with Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG. These teams are playing their strongest 11s. in every game. Man City as well. I think regardless of the issues that have come up with this tournament, I think there's a lot to be spoken about on that front. I don't think it's a preseason tournament. You know what I mean? Just because it's half
I
empty
didn't say
stadiums
it
in
was.
America.
I mean, it's preseason for us though. We just
So
we brought in all these new players.
I-
no,
It's a
for sure, but
preseason.
a
We're
lot of teams are bringing
learning.
in
It's not a
players.
continuation of last season though. We have a whole new rebuild.
I mean, again, I feel
For
like
us, it
calling it
is
that.
preseason. I know it's not a preseason tournament. I know I
Yeah,
chose my words
I don't know.
appropriately for it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
for us, it's preseason.
Oh my god.
It's,
But you're not treating it like preseason? It's just the preseason's
No,
forced on you early. Is what
it's
you're saying,
basically it
because
is a
of
preseason
other
for us.
factors.
If we were continuing with a very similar roster, I probably
Mhm.
wouldn't have these feelings. And I think I even
Yeah,
said it on the pod that this is not preseason from us. These guys, it's a continuation. In that sense of the
yeah,
tournament and how these guys are taking it, it's not preseason. It's
yeah,
not some joke team like the Guinness World Club
yeah,
in the
yeah,
United
yeah,
States, like it used to be.
for
But in
sure.
terms of us in adapting to this new
Your
system, the new
situation,
coaches, the
everything.
new players, exactly. It's a
Yeah,
preseason like feeling for us. But we're still working out
and it
all
happens to be in this
the
brand
issues.
new, super
Exactly.
competitive money
Right
talk
up, yeah.
tournament. Okay,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate,
But no,
and
in
if
no
it
way.
comes
Yeah, you're
from
right.
yeah,
I
it's
shouldn't have
issues from
worded it like
what
that.
we've
Yeah.
talked about for a year, where it's like
Mhm.
the rebuild was pushed off. It was just pushed off by a year. That's really what it was. So instead of
Yeah,
competing
it's
in
the
the
start
league,
of the
you
rebuild.
limp to the
I should have
finish.
worded it better, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
So
the
yeah,
start of the
unfortunate
rebuild for us. We're
circumstances.
ramping up, but in that sense, I guess it seems like a preseason feel to me. But you're right.
Just
This
for the
isn't a
sake of where your
preseason
team's
tournament
at.
in any way. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, to give you some credit here, I mean, like, that's the fourth different lineup that City has thrown out in this competition. It's the fourth different
Well,
lineup in
everyone's
4
played.
different games.
Yeah.
So, if in comparison to maybe the other big teams, in that sense, it's more preseason. I don't think from a competitive standpoint, it's been preseason. And I
No,
think
no.
that's what that's the
No.
sentiment that you're getting is
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
yes.
we're on the
tactical
same
Yes.
page.
fluidity,
We're on the
And the
same
which
way
page.
we're
is same with
operating,
Chelsea or
yes.
Madrid
Yeah.
or Bayern for that matter. Bayern's done the same thing. Bayern and you guys have taken this competition in a very similar route. I think that the way that you guys approached this was probably the least amount of like I don't discipline's not the right word. I can't think of the word in my head, but you guys didn't really approach this game with I think the correct level of give a fuck. Like I don't know how
You
to I
didn't
don't know.
respect the opponent enough? You're saying they just because I think they went very attacking in the first half. They looked really positive. Like you're seeing, like, oh, they're just pinning them in. Like things are working here. But I'd say like maybe 20 minutes in, you see one quick break. And Al Hilal, when they broke, you saw the quality that they had in individuals. Like the more tired legs, like the more City are running back and forth, the openings just kept coming and they kept taking advantage. But you saw that route early on. Like this game looked just as similar if you put them in a different jersey. Wolves beating Man City. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, every time they countered, that's how they scored. But there was one route to the win for the other team. That's kind of
Well,
how
I
I
think
saw
that
it. So I
comes
think
into
it's
what
just
I
a
was
credit
saying
to Al
earlier.
Hilal. Yeah,
Yeah, but it comes into what I was saying earlier. Things could have been done to avoid that. Like Vitor
absolutely.
Reis could have avoided a lot of those headers. That Koulibaly goal, he was unmarked. Vitor Reis doesn't leave him unmarked. He probably wins that
Sabali
header.
was a monster in that game.
Yeah. And in terms of the other things, the breakaways, the coming back, if we have Kusanov's recovery pace, half of those are cut out. They're not
If
even a
Rodri
chance for them.
starts, I
Yeah,
mean, I
I mean,
think
Exactly. There's
there's
a
less
lot of
chances in
things,
the first place.
but
You didn't.
it's not
Rangers
even.
isn't them. Forward,
I'm not even
forward.
talking about them
Yeah,
though. But center backs, center
yeah.
backs. We played all the old center backs. Played
You
Ake, we
brought
played
it on.
Akanji, we played
oh
Diaz,
yeah, you brought him on.
and we took off Gavardio.
Yeah,
Obviously, he's
took
on the
off
yellow.
Guardiola.
Like this is just.
They switched that
I
setup. It
don't.
went
I
from what we
don't
were
hate it
seeing to the
for
old
the way
Pep.
it happened. I kind of don't hate what happened because I think
Yeah,
this is an exclamation point on what everyone was talking about, and that is why we picked up these young center backs.
yeah.
One of those guys is gone. It's probably not Diaz. So Ake or Akanji are going to be gone after today, I think. Not because of their performance today. I don't think either of them played like horrendous.
Personnel.
But it's the way we want to play. It's nice to have them. If we can have that squad makeup, I think one of them has to go. The way we're playing, like you were saying, is super attacking. We want to keep them in, press them in. We're going to play like that. We have to have athletic center backs that can recover especially if we're just
Diaz
gonna
looked
have
really
2 or
good.
3 guys back there. He did look pretty good,
And then
shaky
he
moments,
had
and with a
so much
little
though.
pacier partner though would be perfect for him, I think.
Absolutely.